we're back.
Again. And we're back on our bullshit.
Today we're talking about Llamageddon. Llama.
Let's just start with the llama egg.
Well, that's a spoiler, so to give a quick nutshell version, and then you can stop the video if you actually want to watch this disaster of a movie. Space llama with laser beam eyes.
Hates humanity.
Flies in a llama truck.
And arrives on Earth in an egg.
Well, no, it arrived in the llama truck.
Oh, that's right. In the llama truck.
And the eggs are later.
The eggs are later, that's right. It's all kind of a blur.
The whole movie is bad. So
it's like a fever dream.
It is like a fever dream, yes. The acting was pretty bad. The llama might have been the saving grace of that entire movie.
Well, and I watched it while heavily medicated, so it's
damn. I wish I'd had that. That would have made it a lot more enjoyable, I think.
It was hilarious.
It was pretty funny, even unmedicated. So, spoilers to follow. So, if you are going to watch this and you want to be surprised by the space llamas,
freaking lasers.
It's got freaking lasers shooting out of its eyes. Did not see that coming. I mean, the space llama was already kind of surprising, but the laser beams, that was just gravy.
Yeah.
Although the acid spitting, it was also gravy.
You ever have coffee come out your nose? Because I just had coffee come out my nose, and
I have alcohol in my coffee, so I'm really hoping it doesn't come out my nose.
Already, it's 9:57 in the morning.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Okay.
And I had plans earlier today. I have no plans now. So yeah.
Day drinking it is.
Yeah. Oh, it's literally like half a shot of Bailey's. So yeah.
I don't care. I'm going with it's 9:57 in the morning and Susie's got a cup of whiskey, not coffee.
No, it's actually coffee.
Uh-huh.
It's actually coffee with Bailey's. Nothing exciting. I mean, it's it's the now times. So
yeah.
Llamageddon.
Llamageddon.
So spoilers to follow. Space llama, for some reason, in a space fleet of llama trucks, gets hit by
like ice cream trucks.
Well, they look like those horse trailers, but with wings, like corrugated tin wings.
Yeah, but they also sort of look like ice cream trucks.
Yeah, it was really weird. The whole thing was weird, and it's like this whole space fleet of horse trailer llamas flying across the galaxy. In a cartoon, because that whole part is cartoon.
Which the animation was pretty.
Yeah, the animation was awesome. I thought like for a minute we were watching like a Gorillaz video, and I was like, oh sweet, we're watching a Gorillaz video before we get into this hot mess. And then all of a sudden it was like, nope, not a Gorillaz video.
And it continues with the animation inexplicably.
Yeah, at random points.
Yeah.
Like it was really strange.
Yeah.
And like you said, I think it was trying to be heavy metal, but failing. Yeah, so I mean that whole thing was just so bizarre. And then so the llama crash lands into a field that nobody notices for some reason that this thing crashed into a field. Nobody noticed that it hit into an astronaut working on a satellite. Because I was like, oh yeah, it hit into a satellite with an astronaut standing right there. Like, not one person was like, where was NASA? Where was Space Force?
Maybe we should do something about this.
Look, there's a horse trailer in space with a llama. So yeah, it lands in the field, it does its thing, and I'm not entirely convinced that it was a llama, even. It might have been an alpaca.
Yeah.
I feel like it was an alpaca for some reason.
No, because alpacas are generally more friendly than llamas. Llamas are kind of mean.
Yeah, which makes me think it was an alpaca that they were using in the actual film versus a llama.
Oh, I see.
Because llamas usually have like the floof going on, and the alpacas
Yes.
not so much. And the alpacas usually have like the, I don't know. Llama alpaca experts weigh in. Is it a llama? Is it an alpaca in the movie? Because VelociPastor wasn't a pastor and wasn't a velociraptor. He was a T-Rex, so little T-Rex arms. Oh my god, yeah. So there's that. But yeah, he like goes and kills all these people for reasons unknown, and then for some reason keeps the one asshole of the party alive. I mean, granted, it was obviously for breeding purposes, but
Yes.
that was hysterical.
That was
So many
that happened.
It was a thing that happened. He became like half llama or something. But I'm pretty sure he was dead. Wasn't he? Did he become sort of like a human llama hybrid zombie?
Yeah, like he was a human llama hybrid for sure, but was he a
Llama.
zombie?
Llama. Yeah, I don't know what was
Zombie, if you will.
Llambie. Yeah, it was so weird. And then he gets like sprayed with llama acid.
Yeah.
And next thing we know, he's turning into a llama and laying eggs, as llamas do.
It was all very interesting.
It was. And now, of course, my heat kicks on. So yeah, so he's laying eggs, and the entire time he's laying eggs, he's screaming like a goat or something. And then the dad comes in with a shotgun and he's like, kill me. And I have never laughed. Yeah, I've never laughed so hard at the death scene in a movie in my life. It was, oh, it warmed my heart.
Oh my goodness.
Kill me. And then the dad just starts like screaming and shooting all the baby llamas hatching out of the eggs.
Oh
I can only assume that movie was meant to be bad.
It had to be.
It had to be. I can't imagine somebody was like, you know, it'd be awesome. Llamageddon.
Right?
And then set out to make a serious film. Yeah. Like I feel, because you know what? I forgot to add it to the list. The Color of Cannibals. Okay. It was like 99 cents to buy it. I was like, you know what? I'll throw it a bone. I bought it. And it was bad. And it was meant to be bad. And I'm so glad I got it because it was ridiculous. So that'll also be in there. Oh. So that'll also be in there. But yeah, Llamageddon. Wow. That was bad.
Why are we doing this to ourselves?
I don't know. It seemed like a good idea 20 movies ago.
We were told that this is a downward spiral, and we're how did he put it? We're girl bossing too close to the sun.
Yes. We're girl bossing too close to the sun. And then that we were gonna be losing our sanity, and I was like, you assume we ever had it.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have watched 16 of these movies so far.
I watched 10.
I think I did. I think I did Girl Boss too close to this. My wings, they're burning. Yeah, it seemed like a really good idea at the time. After Birdemic, I feel like I've made bad choices. Santa Jaws just really drove that feeling home. I don't know, man. Beaster Day. There is just, there's such a ratio of boob to film. There's so many boobs, which, I mean, I'm a fan of boobs, but
yeah,
I don't need to see gratuitous boobs.
Just boobs.
Boobs.
Bouncing.
Bouncing boobily for no reason. And then, like, even in that one, when the girl, like, gets her head ripped off by the rabbit, her body's laying there and it just closes in on her boobs. I'm like, what is it with filmmakers making bare-chested bodies and, like, nope, we're not going to look at her head with the actual, like, death face. We're going to look at her boobs. Like, we're more than boobs, guys. We're up here. And around here. And
yeah.
like, there's more to the package. If you want boobs, just go out and get some silicone fun bags. Come on. I was highly disappointed that there was no full frontal male nudity in that entire film.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Llamageddon got close. Yeah, Llamageddon got really close. Gutboy. I feel like there was an entire scene of Baba Yaga giving birth to frog things. And then they threw them out the window into the ocean. I don't know why.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah. I stopped trying to make sense of these movies. And it was trauma, so there's that. And then Llamageddon, there was the birthing of the llama eggs.
Yeah, that was traumatic.
Like, where did they come from? So one movie I would also like to add to the list is The Mortuary Collection, which is fantastic. That one's on Shudder.
Okay.
But it stars Clancy Brown. How do you not love it? Automatically. Right. And it's a horror anthology where it's got little filmlets in it, you know, wrapped up by the one film. And that one also had kind of a birthing scene thing too. So more spoilers. This girl is on a college campus and there's like all these missing posters and stuff for like frat boys, and all these, like, you know, frat dudes are trying to hook up with her, and, you know, they're handing out condoms, like, oh, you know, and you can be liberated woman, blah blah blah, and she's like, oh yeah, thank you. And so she's like hooking up with like the head of the frat dudes, and she's like, do you have do you have the condom? Here, wear this. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll wear that. And so he like puts it on and then takes it off. Like, he's like, oh, turn around, and he takes it off and like flings it across the room and, you know, rough rides. And the next day he wakes up and he's got like what he thinks is the hangover from hell. And then his gut starts growing and he's just like, what the hell? And he calls her and his guts are gurgling. And he's like, what the hell did you do to me? And she's like, well, you wore the condom, right? And he's like, no, I took it off. And she's like, well, that's on you then. And so her mom like gets on the phone and she's like, you better come over, you know. And so he like comes over to the house and the mom like yells up for the daughter. And she's like, you know, how many times do we have to tell you to stop this? And she's just like, you know, like, I told him to wear protection. And So he's like, what did you give me? And she's just like, oh, stop, it's not that bad. Like, you know, people do it all the time, you know. And he gives birth. She got him pregnant. And so this screaming demon baby comes out because he's like, well, where's it supposed to come out? And the mom's like, where do you think? And he's just like, what? And all of a sudden it's just like there. And that had full frontal male nudity right before it exploded. And so she takes the baby and brings it up, you know, like cleans it off and everything, and like brings it up to a nursery full of crying babies. And the whole room is just packed full of cribs of crying babies. And the whole time that this dude's dying and they're cleaning up the mess, she's on the phone with the next one. I was like, damn. So yeah, that's part of the mortuary collection. That was fantastic. Had such good twists.
Sounds great.
It was so good. It was funny. Like all the ones were like really funny. And then, you know, twist at the end even. So that whole movie encompassing it also has a twist. So I was like, oh, that's fantastic. But yeah, that one reminded me of Llamageddon, where he's giving birth and he's like screaming and moaning and everything, and then the baby pops out. But I'm thinking to myself, like, where's it coming from? Where's this egg coming out of? Because that is a huge egg.
It is a huge egg.
Yeah, that's like an exercise ball size egg. I'm like, dude. Every woman in the audience is like,
yeah.
And he's just like, kill me. It's like, are you goat boy or llama boy or what the hell's happening here?
He's a lambi.
He is a lambi. So that is our review. What would you give it on the watchability aspect? Like on a 0 to 10?
It depends. For me,
yeah,
I give it a 5.
Yeah, I'm pretty solid 5. It was entertaining, but it's not something I'm gonna go like watching again.
No.
Yeah, it's like the bucket list item. Like, okay, I watched that one.
Yeah.
VelociPastor I'll probably watch again.
Yes. I give that a 7.
Yeah. Stuffings I'd give like a 3. Wolf of Snow Hollow I will give a solid 7 or 8 because I'll watch that again. Hellarious was fun. Killer Sofa I'm giving a 2. Did not like it as much. It was just bad.
I'll give it a 3.
You're generous. Sharks of the Corn.
Because it's funny.
Sharks of the Corn I'm giving a solid 3 because it had gratuitous boobs, and she did have nice boobs. So I do applaud them for documenting those, but at the same time,
it was a 3 for the boobs.
It was a 3 for the boobs. I mean, honestly, if I was just rating the boobs, I'd give them like a 12. But yeah, her 12 boobs, well, her 12 level boobs bumped the movie up to a 3 for me. Okay. The rest, and the CGI shark swimming through the corn also bumps it up to a 3. So there's that. And then her yelling shark in the middle of a cornfield was just fabulous. The Selling I'd give a solid 9 because not only is it funny, but I could watch it with my kid and he enjoyed it too. I didn't have to worry about gratuitous boobs. So that was nice. Although I did have
For Sale or Rent at all?
What's that?
Did it remind you of For Sale or Rent at all?
No, it's got a serial killer going on. Okay. So yeah, there's nothing for sale or renty about it. The Haunted Hotel was also really amusing, and I could watch it with my kid. Gutboy, A Badtime Story was so bad even my kid wouldn't watch it, and it had marionettes. Santa Jaws, oh god, 2. Beaster Day, I'm giving a 1. Even though it had so many boobs, they were not great boobs, and they were just meaningless.
I'm going to give Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter a 9.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'd give it a 9. What about Christmas Twister?
Ooh. See, I'd give it an 8, but all the times they say global warming knocks it down to a 7.
Yeah.
And that's just pure entertainment, Schadenfreude kind of.
Yeah, I mean the death scenes really make the movie. Yeah, the death scenes in Christmas Twister bump it up to a 5. Otherwise, it would probably be a 2.
I'll rate it a little higher than that. I'm gonna stick with 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about VelociPastor?
I think they made that in earnest, but it's hilarious.
Well, they made it in earnest to be hilarious.
And the production value was great. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, because the second they have oh my god, and it was intentionally done, because the second you show a title over just an establishing shot that says VFX car fire and there's nothing going on, I'm like, I can appreciate this, that they were like, you know what, we spent all of our production money on a dinosaur costume.
A bad dinosaur costume at that.
Such a bad dinosaur costume. It was.
But they actually did, like, it was lit well.
It was.
The sound production was good.
Yes. Yeah, whereas Birdemic, I would give a solid 2 for the Rifftrax version. The sound production was awful. Every time they changed a scene or whatever, you'd hear this pop, like they were just cutting the audio track, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like that, and it was like you could hear it every take that they did. So if they were even in the same scene, the second they stopped it and went to a different thing, you'd hear this pop from the audio track switching. And I'm like, you need to get your baseline ambient soundtrack, and then you put your audio over it and you edit out those pops. Like, what are you doing?
I don't know. They went to the Candy Mile School of Film. Meaning, we just do our best.
They didn't even try. It was just like, oh, we're going to take this like video camcorder to the beach, and we're not going to mic anybody. We're just going to follow them at about 10 feet away. And we're going to have them shout their lines at each other.
It's the beach on a windy day.
It is. And all you hear is like, and then you hear mumble, mumble, mumble. I'm like, what? Like, I need subtitles for this thing. What are you saying? So yeah, it gets a solid 2 for that. Santa Jaws, I'd give a 4, maybe a 5. It was definitely entertaining. They had great drawings in it. They had really good comic book art. And a bizarrely intact storyline, even though it was predictable. And then they had like a lot of, nods to Jaws, which I enjoyed. Stuffings, I'd give a 2. It was pretty bad.
Was it?
It was. Wolf of Snow Hollow, I think I did that one, did I?
I think you did.
5, 6, 7, I don't know. Killer Sofa.
But even our numbers at this point.
Even our numbers are just like, I don't know, man. Yeah, Haunted Hotel, I'd actually give a solid 7. That one was pretty good. So yeah, go recommend movies down below, be they bad or good, because we do actually have some good movies in here too.
Yes, we do.
Like, I know everybody hates on Nicolas Cage, but reading about his rationale for Vampire's Kiss and his overacting of the entire movie, he was replicating Max Schreck in Nosferatu. So he was taking a silent film and applying it
to a whole new level for me.
Right? So I'm gonna like watch that, and I'll be back with an opinion on that.
Okay. I'm gonna watch that again.
Yeah, because he literally acted it, and all of his facial expressions and stuff. And once he said that, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, yeah, he does look kind of like Max Shrek. Like, especially that one where he's like, you know, like doing that weird face, and it's like, that is Count Orlok. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go.
All right.
Max Shrek.
On that note,
you got things to do. I got things to do.
Y'all probably got things to do.
I got movies to watch.
Yeah, we got movies to watch. And I got groceries on the way, so.
Oh, good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Groceries away. I got a show I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Vampire's Kiss. I don't even know where I'm going next, but yeah.
I might want to watch The Only Lovers Left Alive just to reset my brain.
I love the soundtrack of that movie, and I love Tom Hiddleston and Tilda Swinton. I wasn't a big fan of the movie though.
I enjoyed it.
I was like, it's okay.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I didn't dislike it, but it just didn't. It didn't make me go like,
don't
wow.
Have the love for it that Simon and I have.
Yeah, I don't. I just don't.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
This is okay.
I
will have that cup of tea. You enjoy your coffee.
I shall.
All righty then.
So we'll see you guys next time.
Yes,
in the meantime, watch some of those bad movies.
Watch all the bad movies.
Join us on our crazy train.
Spiral with us.
Bye, guys.